Hello, darlings. So I'm thinking let's talk a bit inspiration. And one of the biggest myths in artist world is I'm waiting for inspiration to kick in. Just waiting for the inspiration to come. That is so much fucking bullshit. And this is why artists are considered so dreamy and with their head in the clouds and like they are not reliable. And who gives a fuck if you're not reliable? That's not the point. But the point is that if you're waiting for inspiration, first of all, it's a fucking lie, because inspiration is there all the time. You are just basically procrastinating, and you are afraid of something when you do that. This goes hand in hand with the video that I did on creative blocks. It's kind of the same thing. You are in a very passive energy when you're saying that you're waiting for inspiration. You are afraid of something. When you don't have inspiration, it means that you started going one way and you were afraid. So you said, okay, we're not going that way. By the way, you're not conscious probably about what I'm telling you right now, but that's what's happening like subconsciously or outside of you, but you just are not aware of it. So you go one direction and you are afraid to go further because you've hit a block and you're like, oh shit, this is getting too hard. I'm not doing that. Okay, going back. Okay, let's go this direction. Okay, we're going, oh shit, you've met another block here. Okay, we're not doing that. You're going the other way and, oh, let's try this. Oh shit, another block. And you're trying different things, but you are coming back from all of them and you're not pursuing any of them. So because you are scared. Why you are scared? There are many reasons, and that's for you to figure out on a case-by-case basis, so it's not something general, and I can help you figure that out. But the point is, you are afraid of something, and that's why you feel blocked, and thus the creative block. Or it's like when you say I'm in a creative block, you feel more like a victim. When you say, so it's a bit of a different energy. When you say that you're waiting for inspiration, you feel like you are in control, and you are being an artist is your right. You feel that you are entitled to not work today because inspiration didn't come. It's an artist thing. But it's such fucking bullshit. So it's a lie that's coming from a different energy. So it's a different type of shadow. Let's say it's a different type of issue. But it's the same thing. And the core of it is that you are not in control of what's happening. You are just waiting for something to magically happen. And the irony is that waiting for inspiration is a lie completely in and of itself, because inspiration is not a thing that's on the outside and it's coming to you. That's bullshit. Inspiration is a part of you, which means that you are in control of it. And when I say you are in control of it, it's more like it's a pipe, and you have Jesus, I don't know the word for it. You can turn it on or off. So it's up to you to control the flow of it, because inspiration is always there. It's just a matter of you tuning into it and listening to it or not. And the more you listen to it, the more you will hear it, even when it's very subtle. You will recognize intuition and inspiration. But it's constantly there. It's up to you to listen to it and to talk to it. Whenever you find like you're in the middle of a project or something and you feel like, oh shit, this is not going well. There's too much tension building up. You feel like you're crumbling under the tension. You feel you've hit a block and you cannot go further than that. And you're like, oh fuck, inspiration needs to come now. No, it's not. You're just scared to continue. But just keep moving forward and talk to your intuition. Like, you can literally talk to it. Ask what you want to ask. And listen to what it says. And trust it. Trust that it is going to answer. And trust that you will find the answer. Even if it may take some time. In the same time, don't be critic. Don't belittle yourself that, oh, you're so stupid. You cannot hear your intuition. You cannot hear your inspiration. You stopped it or whatever. Yeah, don't do that. Always be there with yourself. That's another thing. Always have your back. But inspiration is always there. If it's not there, it means that you haven't listened. Like, it was talking to you and talking and talking, and you were like, shit, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. I don't even know who you are. Okay? La 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 la. I think I want to ask you something, but I'm not sure. Okay, so when you're waiting for your intuition, you are basically not in control. You are not in control of who you are as an artist. You do not trust that you can do whatever you want to do, whatever you set your mind to. You do not believe in that. Now, this is what happens when you are not in control. You feel constricted by all the outside factors. And you feel like you start blaming that you don't have enough skill and you need to practice more, or you need more time, or you need that client to just cut you some slack, or whatever it is. You don't feel well, whatever. There can be so many outside things that you can blame for not having inspiration, and they are all bullshit. Because inspiration is always there. Now, I'm not saying that you should be working all the time and you should be creating all the time, although you are creating all the time, because life in and of itself is a creation. So every moment is an act of creation. But talking about specifically your craft, whatever it is, whether it's drawing, dancing, sculpting, is that a word? Is that a verb? Whatever it is, I'm not saying do that all the time or feel guilty when you don't do that. That's another pitfall. We're not going there right now, probably on another video. But it's about trusting and about knowing that you are in fucking control. And whenever you say, I'm waiting for inspiration, that shit is not valid. It's a lie. And ask yourself, why am I lying? How am I lying? What am I afraid of doing? Why am I afraid of continuing this artwork? Because believe me, I've been there. And sometimes, actually, you can take a break if that's what you feel like doing. If you feel like the tension is too much for you of what you're creating something so big. You are busting a block. You are killing a block. And it's a big one. And you can take a break. But don't let it control you. Don't let yourself be at the mercy of the outside world, because it has no effect over you. Inspiration is yours only. It's always active, and it's up to you to listen to it and to let it flow, to let it guide you through the process. to let your talent come and shine through. And I guess that's all I want to say about this. You don't need to wait for inspiration. It's there. If you want to know more about unlocking and tuning yourself to the frequency of inspiration, join me in Talent is Your Mistress, a free Facebook group, or work with me one-on-one as a paid container. And for that, contact me for details. Okay, guys, bye. Go back to work.